Happy Monday, Bachelor Nation. We're back with another week of Becca Kufrin's of The Bachelorette, read on for everything that goes down. Date with Blake. With just 3 men left in the running, Becca admits SHES developed some serious feelings for these guys. SHE's in love with both Blake and Garrett, and SHES falling for Jason. Heading into the overnight dates, SHES hoping for some clarity on each of the relationships. First up is Blake, who's head over heels for Becca but also totally in his head, desperate to know where she stands with the other 2 men. They spend the day hiking the Monk's Trail in Chiang Mai, Thailand, before sitting down for dinner that night, where Blake gets candid about what HES going through. These last 2 weeks, it's the first time I've started to think that you possibly feel the same way about another guy that you do for me, he tells her. It is getting to the point where you clearly, obviously, have really strong connections with other guys. I can't really ignore that anymore. Becca does what she can to reassure him, reminding him that she was struggling with the same things during her time on The Bachelor with her now ex-fiancé Ari Lou Yendike Jr. But you can tell that what Blake is hoping for is solid affirmation that he'll be the last man standing, something Becca obviously can't give him, or anyone, at this point. Nevertheless, she offers him the fantasy suite date card and he accepts. They wake up in each other's arms the next morning, with poor Blake now even more afraid of possibly losing her. But it's just so good between us, he says. There's just no way she has this with any other guy. Related video, The Bachelorette's Blake opens up about surviving a school shooting date with Jason. Next up is Jason. Things get off to a strong start as they explore the Sunday market together, but the date takes an awkward turn when Becca makes a remark about sharing a home one day, and immediately regrets it. We were walking out of the temple and I thought about the future, she explains later. I made a comment about it, and after I said it, I wanted to take it back right away because at that moment, I felt like I couldn't see him in that future. That night, she feels like she owes it to Jason and their relationship to see if they can get back on track. But SHES still not able to shake her gut feeling that something's not quite right, and when he asks her where her head is at, she admits SHES been having doubts about the 2 of them. There was a brief moment today when we were walking out of the temple where I said something about the future. At first I said it just about myself, and then I felt like I had to chime in and say it about us, and when I did, something felt a little off, she tells him. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. She excuses herself briefly from the table. When she returns, Jason's fate is written in all her face. For the longest time, I could see everything with you, she says. And I don't know what my problem is, because you have been the most amazing, open person. But I can't put you through an overnight and me through an overnight if it's not 100% there. He does his best to convince her to keep an open mind, insisting they still have time, but SHES made her decision. She has stronger feelings for Blake and Garrett, and she says as much to Jason. They part ways amicably, but after HES gone, Becca dissolves into tears. What did I just do? What am I doing? She says. He did not see that coming. And he was so confused. Honestly, in this situation, all I can give him or anyone is an answer, and I couldn't even do that. And HES such a good guy. I've dated terrible people in the past and HES such a good person. Jason is one of the best men I know. I literally just did to him what Ari did to me. Date with Garrett. Last but not least, it's Garrett's turn. Even though SHES still reeling from saying goodbye to Jason, Becca is determined not to let it affect her final date in Thailand. She and Garrett spend the day bamboo rafting, completely smitten with each other, and Becca is relieved when she realizes she did the right thing sending Jason home. That night, things get even more serious when they discuss what their future together might look like. Garrett says all the right things, that his career can take him anywhere, and he'd happily support Becca wherever she pleases, and professes his love to her once again. I haven't genuinely felt this happy in my entire life, he says. Just the way you smile and laugh and make me feel, I genuinely care so much about you. It makes me feel so good. I think seeing how you interacted with my family, I realized how much I truly do love you. You make me very happy, and I hope you're the last woman I ever have to say that to. Related video, The Bachelorette's Garrett under fire for allegedly liking hateful, transphobic memes. She offers him the fantasy suite date card, and he accepts. When I look at Garrett, I see my heart's equal, somebody who will make a great father, a great, loving husband, she gushes. He makes me feel like I could really rely on him no matter what. I'm so happy with the way everything panned out. There's something so special about him. The morning after, Becca says the overnight date helped them take leaps in the relationship. Last night he told me that he is in love with me and all of the reasons why, she says. It makes me realize that we're on the same page because I feel the same way about him. I haven't told him that yet and he doesn't know that, but we're there together. I just feel so lucky to have him. Final rose ceremony. Just as Becca is gearing up for the last rose ceremony of the, a familiar face shows up at her door. It's Jason, who gifts her with a scrapbook he made for her of memories of their time together. It's very sweet, and they wish each other well one last time before parting ways. As for the rose ceremony itself, well, Becca has 2 roses to hand out and just 2 guys left, but before that, she has break the news to Blake and Garrett that Jason is out of the running. I came into this week wanting clarity in each relationship, and with Jason, as much as I was falling for him, my relationship with him just quite frankly couldn't compare to what I feel with you guys, she says. Saying goodbye to him wasn't easy. There were a lot of tears, but going through that, I feel so much more confident standing in front of both of you today. I feel so strongly for the both of you that I'm ready to have you guys meet my family. They both accept, and the 3 of them make an awkward toast, knowing that the most important rose is yet to come. The Bachelorette Men Tell All airs next Monday, followed by the finale on June the 6th, both at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC.